Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got something super exciting lined up. Imagine an epic showdown where iconic horror characters go head to head with some of the greatest villains from Marvel and DC. Who will come out on top in this crazy battle for dominance? Buckle up, because we're diving into a clash of iconic figures armed with incredible powers and a whole lot of cunning. So, grab your popcorn and let's break down this chaotic battle. Picture this: a desolate urban wasteland that perfectly combines Gotham's dark and twisted alleys with the eerie remnants of Derry, Maine. The atmosphere is thick with suspense as lightning cracks the sky overhead, illuminating the twisted silhouettes of our heroes and villains as they prepare for war. Let's start by meeting our horror team. First up, we have Freddy Krueger, the Dream Demon himself. He can manipulate reality inside dreams, making him a terrifying force unless you can pull him into the real world. Next, we've got Pinhead, the Hell Priest. He commands the Cenobites and wields chains that can manipulate pain and suffering. Ouch. Then there's Pennywise, who not only feeds on fear, but can also shapeshift and play with people's minds. Talk about a nightmare fuel. Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers are here too, bringing their unyielding strength and durability. Seriously, these guys just don't know how to stay down. Don't forget about Samara Morgan and Slender Man. They both possess some seriously spine-chilling reality-warping powers and can mess with your head. To add to the chaos, we have a xenomorph and Frankenstein's monster-pure physicality and resilience in one terrifying package. And we can't overlook Chucky, that possessed doll with a deadly sense of cleverness. Lastly, there's Daniel Robitaille, aka Candyman. He's immortal, with a deadly hook for a hand, and can summon swarms of bees. Now onto our Marvel and DC villains. Starting with Apocalypse, the ancient mutant who has telekinesis, immortality, and unmatched physical power, has a one-man army. Then we have Carnage, a symbiotic creature who can shapeshift and has a crazy fast healing factor. Ever met a villain that thrives on chaos and bloodlust? Yep, that's him. The unpredictable duo, Joker and Riddler, brings genius-level intellect and madness to the mix. You never know what they're going to do next. Black Adam and General Zod? Well, let's just say they come packed with godlike strength, flight, and manipulation of lightning. And of course, we can't forget Juggernaut, the unstoppable force of destruction. There's also Bane and Killer Croc, bringing raw strength and combat skills to the table. Technological wizards Lex Luthor and Dr. Octopus have their gadgets lined up to be deadly precise against their foes. Finally, the psychological warfare specialists Scarecrow and Penguin. They can twist minds and plan some serious strategy. All right, let's get this showdown started. As the fight erupts, chaos reigns supreme. It's like a scene straight out of a comic book. First up, Freddy Krueger pulls a few villains into his dream world. But guess what? Black Adam and Apocalypse aren't falling for that. Black Adam uses magic and Apocalypse's telepathy to break free. Meanwhile, Jason and Michael are bulldozing through the lower-tier villains like Penguin and Riddler like they're nothing. Then we have Pinhead, who literally unleashes his chains, ripping through Deadshot and Two-Face like they're made of paper. Now for the freaky showdown. Pennywise versus Carnage. They go head-to-head with Carnage shifting everywhere, but Pennywise uses his creepy psychological edge to force him into submission at least until Apocalypse intervenes. In a battle of mind games, Samara Morgan traps Scarecrow, but the Joker unleashes his brand of insanity, disrupting her influence. Think he had a plan? Not in this case. But Slender Man isn't going down easy. He skewers them both with his tendrils. Then we see Black Adam and Zod going against Jason and Michael. With their godlike strength, it's an intense clash, but ultimately Jason and Michael are vaporized by Black Adam's lethal lightning. Pinhead faces Dr. Octopus and Lex Luthor next. Luthor's tech seems to disrupt Pinhead's chains briefly, but the connection to Hell proves too powerful, and Doc Ock gets torn apart by the Cenobites. Now the Xenomorph challenges Juggernaut. Acid blood? Sure, but Juggernaut's unstoppable force crushes the alien without breaking a sweat. In one of the wildest matches, Apocalypse enters Freddy's dream realm and uses his sheer mental strength to overpower him, banishing him out of the dream world for good. It all boils down to the final confrontation. The remaining heavyweights present, Black Adam, Apocalypse, and General Zod, take on Pinhead, Pennywise, and Slender Man. The horror team tries to unleash their psychological tactics, but guess what? They are quickly overpowered by the raw power of their opponents. Pinhead manages to trap General Zod in a hellish dimension, but he's soon obliterated by Black Adam's fury. Pennywise decides to assume his terrifying Deadlights form, but ultimately he faces destruction from Apocalypse's telepathic prowess. And there you have it, folks. The Marvel and DC villains emerge victorious. But hold on, it wasn't without a cost. Only Apocalypse, Black Adam, and Juggernaut remain standing amidst the battlefield's smoldering wreckage. The horror team's supernatural abilities caused some serious chaos, but in the end, the overwhelming physical power and cunning of the Marvel and DC villains sealed the deal. So what do you think? Did the right team win? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this epic battle, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insane matchups. Until next time, stay spooky and keep those fears at bay.